I guess I really don't know what Christmas is all about. Isn't there anyone who knows what Christmas is all about?
Okay, hello, welcome to a new video. This is the most uncomfortable way of sitting in my life. I don't know why I'm doing it, but here we are for the video. Welcome back to my channel, welcome to a new video. This week's video is, I got this idea from Beauty Spectrum, or her actual name is Molly. She did a video like this on her channel and I just thought it would be a good idea because I have a lot of presents to wrap and I like to chat, and it was either that or I just put Niall Horan on and sing along to that. But yeah, before we get into this video, I just want to give it a thumbs up. Please give it a thumbs up. Please comment down below. Please subscribe if you do enjoy. And you want to see more of me. I do post a lot of vlogs, usually university vlogs. I am also, I don't know when you're going to see this video, but hopefully you'll see this video this week. And I am doing Vlogmas this year again. So please check those out. I do post also loads of university content and a lot of chatty get ready with me's, hence why I'm doing this video, because I want to talk and I like to talk, and I thought I can't keep doing my makeup and doing a chatty get ready with me, so I had to do I thought it would be a good idea. So before we so let's just get on with it. For this video I'm going to sit down a bit better because I'm super uncomfortable kneeling like that. Probably going to have to kneel again like that to do wrap these presents up. I'm going to hope and hope and hope that when I wrap these presents up they're not going to be as seen on camera. To be fair, most of these presents will not be seen by the people who are getting them, so if the video will not be seen probably by the people who are getting these presents, if that makes sense. What was I saying? But yeah, for this video I'm doing a wrapping my Christmas presents whilst chatting, kind of giving a life update, talking about my favourite things as well. We're going to just chuck a lot in, like how uni's going, my first time of uni masters, because it's different to an undergrad, I will tell you that. My favourite things right now, because I've got quite a few things that are my favourites, and I was going to just do a favourites video, but a lot of it is stuff I can't actually physically show you, so it just makes sense. So I'm going to quickly open these boxes, because these are my godson's presents, and I actually haven't seen them since I bought them. Oh, this makes me miss being a kid so much. It reminds me when I was a kid. That's that one. I actually ordered these ones whilst I was at uni to be delivered here, because I was obviously not going to carry these back with me all the way here, and then from uni I wasn't going to yeah, so let's just start with uni. Uni is going well. If you saw, no, actually it's in the vlog that will probably be up after this. I got 2 of my grades back, and I'm not going to say I did the greatest because I really didn't do that well. I just about passed both of the things that I got my grades back for, but it is what it is. Like, as I was saying in the vlog, you only really need to get a pass. Oh my god, so much packaging, so much waste of paper. Oh my god, these are actually so cute. Okay. I'm going to put these all in here because it makes sense. I need a pen. I didn't think about this before I filmed. No, but I didn't do the greatest. I know the main thing is, where's my bag? Because that's what my pen would. So I got my grade back, and master's level was definitely more difficult than a undergrad. But it's just I got just about passed. So I got in the 40s, and then for the first time since first year that I got a 40 in a piece of coursework. I don't know why I'm because this actually knows where I live. So it actually has my address. It's just easier to do this. So it's kind of a bit disheartening getting a low grade for a 20% piece of coursework, but it just means I have to work harder and do like loads of revision over Christmas. So literally once I finish this piece of coursework that I got an ACF for, I'm going to actually start the revision for this online exam that's happening after Christmas. What's that sellotape? I'm going to put some sellotape on this before I... But you know, it's all a learning curve. It's like the first two things I have to do, and also I'll put it this way, they are 4 units that I really don't like. They're just really basic units. They're not like the interesting ones that I like. Like it was for my essentials of marketing and my contemporary issues, which are 2 basic ones that everyone, even the international marketing students, have to do. But like, for digital marketing there's so much different things. Like we got social media marketing, which I'm actually really excited and I'm really confident that my group is going to do it well, or at least work, because we work well together, and we have got a group of people who are actually really good at getting on with work. I don't need that wrapping paper for this one. So I have 3 lots of wrapping paper, but I have kids ones that are literally only going to use for Oscar's presents. Not actually for anything else. I really need to find a way to put something on this actually that they can see. I'm gonna have to like go some. I haven't got any like name tags or anything to put on it, so I'm gonna have to figure something out. I might make one out of paper later on, but I'll do that off camera because it's easier. But other than getting a grade back and feeling, the 2 grades back and feeling a little bit disheartened, I'm really excited. Okay, I love wrapping presents up, so oh no, I just got this is for kids, so it's just gonna rip it open. I mean, he's now 3, nearly 4. He's at that age. I love wrapping presents. It's like my favourite thing to do. That's why I look forward to this time of year. Like, I would start wrapping present business up if I could. Overall, my master's is going okay when it was like in class. So basically, obviously with COVID, usually everything would be in class, like if it wasn't for COVID. Sorry, I'm just gonna but obviously COVID impacts it. Actually, I know this one. Have I done this? Yes, I have. This is okay, that was a waste of paper. I'm not going to use that one again. We are now doing in-class stuff. Like we were doing in-class seminars, in-class workshops, and this doesn't fit. We are doing in-class workshops and in-class face-to-face. Face-to-face workshops, face-to-face classes. Just not lectures. It's all our lectures were like online, pre-recorded, and they're really, really hard to make you want to watch it because I don't want to sit and watch face-to-face an online lecture. That's better. Everyone else's presents are getting in the way. So Oscar ends on my friend's presents. Sorry, Oscar, you're gonna have to return them to me. Or your mum. My mum said this would be easy to wrap. It's hard to wrap the box. But it's so freaking big. Okay, I think I'm gonna. Oh my god, this is. Wait. So basically, I've just done that. Should have brought a water bottle over. But my face-to-face classes were always, I found really interesting and I engaged a lot more in it because, like, it was definitely a more of an interesting experience. I learned more in it. I felt like I was engaged a lot more in it, and I felt a lot more productive and proactive than I was in undergrad when I went into it. I think it's obviously because I'm more interested in what I'm doing now, and it is definitely a much more interesting thing. I think as much as a master's is more hard work, and in the end I'm gonna come out with a master's degree, whether I like it, even if it's just a pass. Anyway, but it's not just you might get a really bad grade, it doesn't mean you haven't learned anything, and I think that's the most important thing to remember when you're, like, finishing your masters especially. I'm not there yet, but like that, or finishing your undergrad, like, you might not have done well, but you definitely, like, learn more than you would have done. Okay, this is gonna be you would have done if you just didn't do it at all. So you might not have the best grade, but you have the understanding for what is involved in your hopefully future job role. Oh my god, my back is already hurting. Like, I feel like I'm middle-aged woman. This is probably going to be the worst thing I've ever wrapped up. I'm much better when I wrap the small things up than the big things. I remember when I used to hate wrapping presents up, and I was just like, well, why has this side gone better? My nan once made me wrap presents up when I was at hers, and I hated it. My nan did. Oh, got caught on my nail. Sorry, not supposed to be. Oh, this is fucked up. Fucking bullshit. Sorry. Oh. I just need you to stay on one side so I can... Oh. Yeah, so I am really enjoying my masters. This is a very, like, awful explanation of how my masters is going. Like, I'm really enjoying it, but I just think as soon as the last couple of weeks before we broke up has been just online, and I just felt like as soon as it went online, it just became really hard to engage. Just gonna write 2 Oscar in there. So I'm trying to write without ripping the paper. This is one thing I hate. Even though I'm gonna get something to put on it, just so I don't open mine. The biggest one of my presents is for my cousin. Okay, we are moving on to normal paper now. I bought this one and this one, and I really love them. So I've got loads of, like, little presents to wrap up because all my friends, I bought from small businesses for my friends. I didn't know it for my mum because I just didn't know what to get her otherwise. So, but yeah, I do recommend. I have my friends been asking me if I recommend a masters, and I will say I only recommend a masters. Well, I'm really sorry. If you know what you want to do in the future, because it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money to waste on something you don't know what you want to do. I'm going to wrap my friend, who I'm not going to see until I go back to Portsmouth, present. So basically I bought her a Harry Styles mug. She's already seen it, so I will actually show the camera. So she's already seen it, and I just love it. It's a Harry Styles mug. It says "You Are So Golden" because she loves that song, and she's a massive One Direction fan, which I'll get onto in a second. But yeah, going back to my masters quickly before I come to what I was going to say. I definitely recommend if you know what you want to do, because it's a lot of money to waste if you don't know what you want to do. But because I feel like it's definitely much more solely focused on what you want to do and not it's not really something that focuses on like other random stuff that's not needed. Like in my undergrad I found like it was just very much, I think because I did business management. So if you can imagine, so I'm cutting my carpet. Business management, they gave us like all basic units. I get it, if it's business management, it's, like, it's a lot to it, but the units that I got to choose were not really anything interesting. They literally sounded like boring and boredom, which is why I didn't hate my undergrad. I just hated the units from my undergrad, especially my third year units. Like, there was nothing I wanted to do. Oh my god, I can't. This is one thing I hate. Like left-handed scissors, I can't do anything. So, I feel like with with masters, they are focusing on everything you want to do. These units are all going to be interesting and help you for your future career. And don't get me wrong, undergrad has helped me in some ways, but I feel like I've learned more in 3 months, in 2 months of being in my undergrad, in my masters, even though I didn't get good grades, than I've learned in 3 years into my undergrad. So in some ways, it's definitely much more worth it for me, so I definitely recommend it for that reason. I don't recommend it though, however, in a pandemic when you have to go online. Now I know, so my teacher said to me, probably the best time to do a master's because the job world is so, like, bad at the moment, like, really is. But when you're not getting the right experience for studying your masters, it's like not great. Like doing uni online has been like, I've only had like 3 weeks of it altogether, like the whole year, and but like I know loads of people who are having it online, and it's not really ideal when you're starting a new course completely. As much as it's annoying sitting in the class for 2 hours with a mask on, I prefer that than sitting in my room looking at a camera with distractions all around me. Like, so I definitely think, like, if you're not a person who can study in your room or can sit through a 2-hour seminar online, and you don't want to get put into breakout rooms because they are freaking horrible and awkward. Like, in class you kind of just have to talk. Online it's just a bit awkward, like, no. So I don't recommend. Moving on, I'm just going to move on from the uni situation, because it is literally somebody saying, oh, you know, uni not like giving me the right experience, because, you know, it's not. Oh no. Oh no. I just realised one of my friends is going to get like 3 different lots of wrapping paper. Or should I just give her 2 so it's not that confusing? Because I wrapped half of her presents up in Portsmouth. Moving on to some things of my favourites. Before we get on to the big one I said I'll talk about in a minute about One Direction, I will talk, because that is a long explanation going to be needed. Oh, this is going to be a lot of paper for this, isn't it? I'm going to cut her off and use it for something else, I think. I have been loving a lot of things, but I've wrote it in my notebook. Why do I always do this? I'm never prepared when I film a video. I have a few things that I've been loving recently. Mainly TV shows and films. My first TV show would probably be, well, the first thing is Holiday. It's a really, really good film. I think it's meant to be a Christmas film, but I do think it is more of a all-round year film because it's about other holidays as well, not just, it starts off in Christmas and it ends at Christmas, but it's more of an all-round film because it definitely has more of a, like you see the St. Patrick's Day, 4th of July, what other things happening, all the other events, because some of the events that America do are like very much over exaggerated, and they do go over the top because any excuse to throw a party. Yeah, anyway, Holiday is a really good film with Emma Roberts in. I can't remember the guy's name though, but I love Emma Roberts, so and Kristen Chenoweth, who is the auntie, she was in Glee. This pen is shit. Another favourite is Pretty Little Lies. I started rewatching that because I bought the box set and I love it. Let me see if I can wrap half a present in this bit that's left over. Yeah, okay. Another favourite is Big Bang Theory. I got obsessed with it again. I just can't stop watching it. I am obsessed. Also, what's the other one? I'm trying to keep an eye on how long I've got left on this video so that I can just really film. So because usually I forget and I still talk and only get half of it. Friends is another one I've been watching, but you know what? I need to find a notebook because I wrote down and I know I'm going to regret not saying anything. It's on my notebook. Literally underneath my dad's present, so. Oh, that's it. Work It. The film with Sabrina Carpenter and Jordan Fisher and Lisa Koshy. It's about a dance squad and they're not really dancers, or they're, like one of them's not really a dancer, and they're not like the best dancers, and they like train in order to get better, and it's just a really good film. I think I put it on out of the whim because I've been wanting to watch it for ages, and I was just like, you know what, I had nothing else to watch, put it on, and just fell in love with it, to be honest. It's definitely a really good movie, and I definitely recommend it if you're looking for something to watch. Another thing I watched recently is Shawn Mendes in Wonder, I think it is, the biography, not the tour show, but him like doing his talking behind the scenes stuff. You know, the documentary, that's the one I was thinking of. I was going to say autobiography, but that's a book. So moving on to the next thing that I have been loving, and it's probably the last thing, but it's the one I love the most right now, is I have fallen back in love with One Direction. Now this all started because one of my closest friends is a One Direction fan, but mainly a Niall Horan fan. Now, back in the beginning of the second lockdown, so probably, I think it was the 7th of November, Niall had his virtual show, and, oh I just did it the wrong way, no, it's fine. I decided last minute to purchase a ticket, and like the day before the virtual show, I purchased a ticket to watch it, and I don't regret it. It was like the best thing I ever watched. And so in the first lockdown, just before the first lockdown, I listened to his whole new album and I loved it, but I wasn't that obsessed. After he did his virtual concert, my obsession with Niall Horan grew. So the day of the concert finished at 9, and I put One Direction This Is Us on because I was like, why not? Might as well watch it. Because my friend was watching it, he watched the virtual concert as well, so we kind of watched it at the same time. And that is where my obsession came from. And then my TikTok was full of One Direction and Niall Horan and Harry Styles on the For You. It still is. And my obsession is just back. People who knew, in college, I had my ups and downs with them. I was like, I like them, don't like them, you know, kind of that thing. You know when sometimes your friends don't like them, and so you kind of follow the crowd and go, I don't like them either. But now, I am obsessed. Like, obsessed with it. I think when they took a break, now this was going to cause controversy and I'm going to have all the directions come for me, but I don't care, because in my head I think the best thing they did was split up. Now, I loved them together. I watched them from the X Factor. Like, that year they were on the X Factor was the first year I actually properly watched the X Factor. And I remember watching them and loving them. And I'll tell you something at this point, like, it wasn't an easy time for me at school, and it kind of helped me through with what like, every Saturday when they were on X Factor. So... Sorry. I'm trying to sort this present out in a sec. I don't want to take it out of the package again. So I literally loved it, and they were really good together, and they had a really good like bounce off each other. But I definitely think, and it's me just saying it, since they've come out of the band, and I've said this to people, they have definitely become stronger on their own. And it's like, I think I watched an interview and Liam said like they had already made it so far, they'd done like an amazing thing, and the only way for them to do better is them to go off and do their own thing. And it is true, like, I think before, yes, Niall, especially once Zayn left, Niall had a bit more like solo time in One Direction, and he got given more like the bits that he probably wouldn't have got, because that was Zayn's part technically, if you think about it. And now his voice is strong enough. I feel like if they would come back, it would be Harry and him like top there. Like, don't get me wrong, I do love Liam and I love Louis, but like Niall's voice now is just insane. I love his music. Like, he was definitely better on his own. I've watched way too many interviews of Niall since the last couple of weeks just because I'm obsessed with him. Like, I want to marry that man. So if anyone knows a way to get in contact with him and just say there's this girl called Amelia who lives in Surrey who would really, really love to marry you, you know, do your job. I'm joking, by the way. I'm joking. I'm not that creepy. Like, I don't actually want to marry him. I've not even like met him, had a conversation. I do realise that there's more to life, more to a relationship than just admiring them from a video, from what they put online. So, but I do love him. But anyway, but I do think like his sound now, why did I put all the way over there? Is definitely amazing. Like, I could listen to a song every day and not get bored of it. Like, that and Harry Styles' new album, I can do the same with that. I love it so much. Oh, I don't know. Like, Harry's album is amazing, but they're definitely better on their own. Like, it's really sad that you think about it, because they started off, they were auditioned on the X Factor as solo artists, and you would think that like they didn't get through as solo artists. Like, you would think since they didn't get through, they probably wouldn't be as good on their own. And it was actually not like, I know everyone wants them to get back together, but I just don't think it would be, like, if they get back together, I would be happy for it, I'd be rooting for it, and I'd love to see it. But I just don't think it would be worth it. Like, I think they are much better on their own, and they're fine. The thing is that, and I just think they're much better on their own. I love them on their own, and I love just seeing what they do, the things they do on their own, how they can create it. Because, like, as much as One Direction was a really, really great starting point for them, I think their time came to an end, and unfortunately that's the way things happen. Like, people's like, things don't always, like, you're seeing a lot of the bands, like, they just split up these days. Like, JLS split up and went their separate ways. Saturdays did the same. McFly did the same, kind of. I don't think they really split up. You didn't hear them do anything else. It wasn't, I don't think it went together, but like, you know what I mean. What else? The Wanted split up and done their own thing. Like, I think it's a point where, I need a pen. That's what it is. There is a point where, like, sometimes, yes, their life was great when they were in One Direction, but they definitely found themselves a lot more when they left. Obviously, they were 16, between, most of them were 16, and then there was, like, Louis, who was 18. So they were, like, teenagers when they started, and if I can remember rightly, they were doing it for 5 years. So, now I'm just going to work it out. Niall's now 27, Tatum 5 is 22. They left. So, Louis was 24 and the rest of them were like 22 when One Direction took a break, yeah. That, I think, you know, they've just started their adult life and they really need that chance to explore, and I think it's nice that they're doing their own thing, and I definitely love this. But we all know that they all support each other. They don't have to advertise it on social media. They don't have to advertise it everywhere for them to know that they're still friends and they still support each other. I think that's obvious that they went through a very abnormal time together. That their friendship's obviously still going to be there. I don't think that friendship's just going to dissolve because they've gone there in ways and you don't see them together anymore. So, yeah. This is basically saying my obsession with One Direction is back, and I've been watching so many videos of them on YouTube, of their old tours, rewatching stuff, because I never got to go see it, but I used to always, I'd find videos online of their tours, I would just watch it, and I'm doing it again now. I'm watching a load of Niall Horan interviews, videos of him performing and stuff. I keep watching. This is the one thing I love is his song when he did What a Time on James Corden with Julia Michaels, and that video gets me every time. To be fair, I take back what I said about marrying him. I just want him as my friend. So if anyone out there knows how I can become friends with him and hang out with him, let me know. But yeah. That is it. But anyway, I'm actually going to end this video here because I'm really aware I've talked for a lot and it's kind of been a bit, I'm trying to wrap presents at the same time, and I also don't want to wrap any more presents at the moment because I've wrapped 1, 2, 3, 5 and I just need a break from it. So I'm just going to get on with the rest of them later. You might see them in the vlog, why not? And I'm just going to get on with my day. I need to do some uni work. So I'm going to end this video here. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up. Please comment down below. Please subscribe. And I will see you again soon with another video. If not, a vlogmas vlog. Probably the next video will be what I got for Christmas video. Because I don't really do sit down videos anymore. Unless I have motivation to. So, yeah. I love you guys.
I can tell you what Christmas is all about.
Chestnuts